Hi guys, good evening all of you. Hope all of you can hear me guys. Anyone guys, can you please confirm is I'm audible?
Yes.
Right guys. So guys, let's continue from the last session. Very few people joined. Okay, let's continue guys. Um, like in the last session guys, I just given some basic introduction regarding like what is Power BI, why do you require a data visualizations, what are the previous existing data visualization tools, like what is the main issues with the previous one, what is the latest the data visualization tools. Why, first of all, why do you require data visualization? Who requires that? So I have just given a clear explanation about what is the Power BI guys, isn't it? So what is Power BI? I have been given some kind of a complete understanding about the data. So nothing is there. Our target is very simple, guys. So we have a data with us. So which is there in a CSV or Excel sheet, whatever it may be the format, guys. Excel sheet, or it may be a database system. It can be any kind of a data may be there. In any format, the data may be existing, guys. Now, what is our requirement here is I want to show some insights. Means what the data is, what the data is saying, what exactly the data is going to be providing the information. So convert that into which is going to be some kind of a visual format we want to convert it, guys. For example, as I already discussed about that example, like for example, how the gold price is varying. So across the month of, for example, in the month of Jan, what is the month of, let us say Feb, what is the average up to the month of July? So how the gold price was changing. So I want to show the representation. What is the price? Maybe somewhere around it is going to be 50,000, something like 52,000, something I'm talking about. Just generally, I'm talking about this, guys. So how the price was varying. In January, it is 52,000. In February, it went up to the peak. After that, suddenly it has been started dropping, guys. And again, it started increasing. So it is going to show you the how that particular trend was there. So how the gold price was there. Currently, it is in uptrend because currently in the month of from the last 3 months, it was increasing. Before that, the last 3 months, it has been got decreased. Something like that. If you show the data in a visual format, that can be easily, it can be interpretable. So that is what we call it as the data visualizations. And already explained you this visualization can be done in two ways. One is by writing some code, like by using Python or etc. we can do, and by using some kind of a tools like which is going to be Power BI or which is going to be something like a Tableau, etc. We can generate it, guys. Okay, and even I told you something like a click view. We have more and more, guys. But among that, most popular is going to be these two, guys. Power BI and Tableau is going to be more popular. Power BI was developed by Microsoft. It is developed by Microsoft. That's why we call it as Microsoft Power BI. And Tableau was developed by a company called as Tableau itself, right? So that is the one which we can see what we have been discussed in the last coming classes, guys. It's not like demo classes. Demos means see, we are not taking repeating. We are going to continue in the classes only. It is for you, it is a demo. For means you want to see like what is our lecture, how my lecture was there. So it is for you, it is a demo. I'm not giving any demo session to you. Okay. So I'll continue. I'm just recapping the sessions, what I have been done. Again, we are going to start with the today's class, what we have been just refreshment, like 2 classes. From the last 2 classes, we didn't take in the session, Saturday and Sundays and holiday. Okay, fine. So after that, what we discussed here is what are the different types of Power BI products are there, I told you guys. Like I told you about Power BI desktop, I told you, and I told you to install this one. You have to install this one, guys. So once again, if anybody has missed the last 2 classes, or if anybody has joined for the today's class, so you can just install this particular software. Okay, it's a Power BI desktop you can install, as well as I told you about which is going to be professional, which is going to be premium, and sorry guys, we are having something called as an mobile, and we are having something called as an desktop pro premium mobile, and we have something called as an embedded, and apart from that we also have something called as an which is going to be a report server is there, guys. So these are the major products are there, and even we are having something called as an Power BI apps is also there, guys. We have Power BI apps is also going to be there, but you don't install it. We are going to open it with our help of which is a web-based, guys. Power BI apps is going to be nothing but what we are going to call it as, which is going to be a web-based. It is going to be, so we have to say, which is going to be apps dot, which is going to be powerbi.com. This is not an install. It is not going to be an install product, guys. It is going to be what we call it as, which is going to be, sorry, guys. It is going to be what we can say web-based account. We have to say. I'll show you, guys. I'll show you one by one. Now, so which tool we have to install it, guys? You have to install the Power BI desktop. So please install the Power BI desktop, guys. Installation is very easy, guys, as I already shown you, which is going to be simple, guys. A simple, straightforward we can go for, which is going to be nothing but it is going to be powerbi.microsoft.com. Okay, powerbi.microsoft.com, guys. And if you see the products, we have a different products are there, as I already told you. And there is a Power BI desktop is there, guys. Open the Power BI desktop. And I said that see download or language options. Don't directly download here, guys. Go here, which is going to be see the download and the language option. From there, you have to just download and we have to install it, guys. No, MacBook won't support installation of Power BI. Okay, so in the case, as I already told you, in the case if you are having a MacBook and if you want to work with that, you have to just install any like an which is going to be any VM. You can use it, any virtual machines you can do that, or even we are having a cloud-based service is there. You can also use the cloud-based service. When that is also going to be possible, guys. Okay, so if you have any problem, just let me know. I'll help you. I can provide you a VM where I can just provide you a VM. Using that particular VM, you can get the Power BI. You can get that particular software. Okay, fine. Right, guys. So please install the which is going to be a desktop, which is going to be the Power BI desktop. You have to install it, guys. Install, download and install it, guys. It's a free download. Easily we can download and we can install it, guys. Can you see? This is going to be Power BI desktop. Every month there will be an update will be there, guys. Every month there will be an update will be there, guys. So let us check it out. What is the current version we have? So download, it is going to be 3.120, guys. Yeah, can you see, guys? On the day, told you know, guys, within 1 or 2 days, a new version will be releases. So see, 19, just 2 days before it has been installed, guys. We discussed this, we done the discussion on the Friday's class, I think so. Friday or Thursday, I have done the discussion. So on that day, we have seen that 2.119 is the version we have been installed. But on 19th of which is of the August, it has been released a new version of 2.120. It is just a 2.120 has been got installed, guys. Got it? So this is going to be the new version, guys. Slightly different, nothing difference is there. So 2 days back, if you install it, guys, it is 2.119. I told you, I shown, go to the help menu. There we are having the about, and you can see, guys, currently I have been installed the July update, but I got the August update. I have got it, guys. So you can install the August update, slight version 2.119. That is current version is going to be which is going to be 20, guys, 2.220, isn't it? So that is a version 120, guys, not 220. It is 119 and it is 120. And you can see the release version. It has been on 19th of just 2 days back. It has been installed, guys. I told you, in and around 20th of every month, they will release sometimes 21st, 22nd, 19th, 18th, plus or minus 2. It will do, guys. Around 20th, it will release a new update will be releases. It's not a new version. It is a new update, guys. Every month update it is going to be. That's why it is showing you very clearly. It is saying that it is going to be the version which is going to be July 2023. It is a July update, guys. Okay, now look at this one, guys. First, you should be familiar with that. Means I'm not going to start with any practicals, guys. Once again, I'm showing you, guys. So download and install it, guys. Very simple download only. It won't take any time. This is going to be my Power BI desktop, guys. This is my Power BI desktop, guys. You can see, guys, right? So there is a welcome screen, guys. This is going to be just a welcome screen, nothing to do with this. Okay, so just you can close it, guys. Just you close it off. No need to do anything. Just close it off. Got my point? This is just a welcome screen, guys. Nothing to do with that. Just close it, guys. So this is going to be where the look and feel appearance of your Power BI desktop, guys. This is the environment. It's a tool, guys. We are not going to write any code. So you know that, no, guys, like when you work with Visual Studio, like if you want to work with Visual Studio, open the Visual Studio, you can find all the Visual Studio tools and all these things. We can find it off here also, guys. We can see the same thing. Mainly, I'll explain the environment, guys. Please concentrate on that. Don't by heart anything. Automatically, once you start working with them, automatically you will come to know about all these components, guys. Okay, let me draw it, guys. Approximately I'm drawing. I'm not drawing a completely and exactly I'm not drawing, guys. But you can see your Power BI window. This is a Power BI desktop, guys. It's an Power BI desktop, guys. On the top, we have a toolbar. We have a toolbar is there, no, guys. We are having something called as a toolbar. Okay, leave it. We'll come back to that. Carefully, if observe carefully, guys, on the left hand side, we are having some three buttons, like a three kind of an options are there, guys. Can you see? If you look at the Power BI, on the left hand side, guys, you can see some kind of an, which is going to be, there are three buttons are there, guys. Three options are there. Okay, fine. Here it is going to be something called as an canvas. This is your reporting area. This is nothing but your reporting area, guys. This is what generally we call it as our canvas. Even you generally use the term now, guys. Whenever we are drawing, canvas is a place where we are going to draw the pictures. We are going to draw the pictures, guys. Where the place where we are going to draw the pictures is nothing but canvas, what we call it as. This is what we call it as a canvas, guys. Okay, it is called as a canvas here. So can you see from here to here, we have something called as a canvas. After that, there are three tabs are there, guys. So they will automatically close and they will open. You can just minimize, guys. Can you see here? There is a minimize tool is there. You can just expand, not minimize. It is collapse and which is going to be expand, guys. You are collapsing. You are going to be expanding, guys. So totally we have that kind of an three tabs are there, guys. Can you see? Three tabs are there. So this is going to be how it is going to be showing you, guys. So the first one is going to be nothing but, guys, we are going to call it as an, which is going to be, we call it as an, the visuals, what we are going to call it as, guys. We are going to call them as an visuals, guys. These are called as an visuals. Okay. Okay. First one, guys, sorry. First one is going to be filters, guys. First one is going to be nothing but what we are going to call it as the filters. It is what we are going to call it as a filters, what we are going to call it as, guys. And the second one is going to be nothing but what we are going to be calling it as an visualization. See, this is the first one is filters, guys. The next one is going to be, can you see the symbol also, guys? Like a, which is going to be like a filter. We generally use this symbol now, guys. Filter symbol we are going to use this. The next one is going to be nothing but the visualizations, guys. It is going to be the visualizations. And the third one is going to be nothing but we call it as a data window, a data tab or a data window, what we call it as. So three tabs are there, guys: filters, visualizations, and the data. And on the top, we are having something called as a toolbar. We are generally going to call it as a ribbon, guys. Generally, we are going to call it as a ribbon, guys. This is what we call it as ribbon. And on the top, we are having a menu options are there. So see there, it is going to be switch ribbons. See, guys, it is going to be nothing but switch ribbons. See, when I put a pointer on that, you can see switch ribbons are there. When I do this, it is going to be doing this. Can you see here? So these are going to be all the whatever the options that are there in the ribbons. And these are all nothing but some kind of a menu options are there, guys. Just if you click on insert, we'll get the insert, which is going to be what are the top options that are available in the insert ribbon. And it is going to be modeling, views, optimize. This is what we call it as ribbon, guys. See there? This is what we call it as ribbons, guys. On the right hand side, what we can see is there are going to be three, which is going to be the tabs are there, which is filters, visualization, on net data. On the left hand side, you can see there are going to be three options are there, guys, which is going to be three options. The one is going to be what we call it as, there is a three buttons are there, guys. You can see only the symbol only, like, you know that, no, like something like it is going to be showing like this. This is nothing but what we can call it as the report view, guys. This is called as a report view. And after that, we can see something called as a data view. And third one is going to be the modal view, guys. Total 3 views are there. Put a pointer on that, guys. It is a report view. This is a data view, and this is going to be modal view. Nothing is there, guys. You don't have too many options to study, guys. We don't have too many options to study, guys. We have a very few options we are going to be having, guys. We are having a very few options. Only just a 3 options we have them, guys. What are the 3 options, guys? We are having something like which we can see is the report view. On the left hand side, you can see, guys, this is a report view. And this is going to be nothing but it's a data view. And then we are having something called as, which is going to be filter. Sorry, it's a modal view, guys. Just click on that. Automatically, the view also changes, guys. The view also changes, guys. Report view is the default option, guys. Report view is going to be the default view we are going to get in, guys. I'll explain it. What is exactly this particular default? The report view is nothing but where we can develop our reports, where you can develop your reports, and all these things will be there in the report view. Do you want to see the data of your reports? That is going to be data view. Right now, we don't have any data, guys. Right now, it is empty, guys. We don't have any data. And below that, we are having something called as a modal view. I'll tell you how to define the relationship between the tables. That is what we call it as a modal view, what we can call it as. It's a modal view, guys. So report view is nothing but where we can, you should be familiar with these terminologies, guys. You should become familiarized with these terminologies. Like whenever I say report view, go to the report view, go here. Go to the model view, go here. Go to the data view, go here. Go to the filters. Go to the filters means you have to come here, guys. In the visualization only we can see, guys. We have a filters, we have visualization, we have a data. But when you go to the data view, we can't see, guys. Only data view is there. Only the data tab is there. No filters and no visualizations. Even when you go to the model view also, guys, we can see some properties and the data will be there. Only 2 tabs are there. Data is common, guys. Data is available in every view. See, data is available in every view. In report view, we are having filters, visualizations, and data. In data view, we have only data is there. Only data tab is there. And here we are having properties and the data view is there. 2 options are there, guys. Okay. You can add as many visualizations we can add in, guys. It's not a problem. You can add as many pages you can add it. Can you see? I can add a 1 more page. I can add a 1 more page. I can add a 1 more page, 1 more page, 1 more page. You can add them, guys. Here we are having a different options, guys. So file menu, we have an options like we know that new report. I want to develop a new report, which is going to be a new report. I want to develop it. Or if you want to open an existing report, so what we have to do, you can open an existing report, guys. For example, if I said file, and if I said open the report. So do I have any existing reports, guys? You can see that like batch 6 p.m. We have a batch 8 a.m. We have we are having something called as an HR hiring dot files are there. Power BI HR, which is going to be dashboard is there. Let me open, guys. It may be available. It may not be available, guys. Once the batch is completed, we'll delete those particular, all these things. We are going to delete it, guys. Yeah. Can you see, guys? So this is going to be the data, the report, what we can see with the data, guys. So see, we are having, guys, which is going to be the options, what we are going to be working with that. So total HR, which are going to be HR dashboard input, the insights, which is going to be total number of employees, which is going to be 1,470. Males are 882. Females are going to be 588. Which is going to be not due to promotion is going to be 1398, which is going to be 98.5%, 10%. Which is going to be active workers are how many, due to promotion, how many are there. Okay, job level views are there. Distant from office, how there are traveling, you can see that. See, where they are staying very close to the office, guys. Okay, something like we can see very close. Okay, very closely they are staying. 63.95% of the people, employees are staying very close to which is going to be to the office. We have which is going to be the one very far they are staying, which is going to be they are staying close. See, these are going to be some kind of dashboards, what we are going to be developing it. Simple. The complete information there are going to be giving it, guys. Don't worry. We'll see the applications later. So these are going to be details and these are going to be some kind of actions what we want to take it. Got the point, guys? So how it is going to be there? Sales executives, total how many employees are there, how many due to promotion are there, a research scientist is there, laboratory technicians are there, manufacturing directory. So directors, these are all the data sets, guys. Very simple data sets. We don't have any that much complex data sets are not there, guys. Very simple data sets which we can work with them. Okay, later I'll show you the application, guys. Later we can work with them. That's it, guys. This is going to be the nothing but the environment where we are going to work with them. So default is going to be report view, guys. Default will be report view. So there is going to be some menu options are there. There according to that, there is a ribbon will be there. And the location where we are going to do the visualization is nothing but what we call it as canvas, where we are going to draw all the pictures and all these things, which we are going to draw is going to be nothing but these are going to be the canvas, guys. These are going to be nothing but the canvas is a location where we are going to draw all the pictures and all these things we are going to draw it, guys. Okay. So that is the idea about that. That is going to be the overall idea about. I'll tell you, guys. So what you are going to learn, guys? Nothing is there. Yes, nothing is there. We have to learn, guys. What we have to learn is this. I think it was closed. Just a minute, guys. Let me open the Power BI desktop. Right. I closed it previously now, guys. That is the reason. Okay. Now, so what you are going to do, guys? Only thing is we have to study. Slowly, I'll explain again about all these things. Mainly, this is your tab, guys. Visualization is the main important tab. And you know that this visualization tab is visible to you or which will be available only whenever we are in the report view. Whenever we are in the data view, you can't see the visualizations. Whenever we are in the model view also, we can't see the visualizations. Visualizations are the visualization tab appears only whenever we are in the report view, guys. So just navigate them, guys. Just you navigate them easily, we can understand it. So what generally we do it in visualization, guys? So the different types of visuals. So what type of visual you require? These are what we call it as bar charts, column charts, line charts, area charts. When you put a pointer on that, guys, easily we can understand it, guys. This is a pie chart. This is which is nothing but donut chart. This is what we call it as tree map. Okay, so many new components also has been got added, guys. So Azure map has been added as a new one. It is a gauge chart, which is going to be card, which is going to be multi-row cards, what we can see. R script you can write, Python script you can write. It's a matrix, it is a table, it is a slicer, it is a KPIs, key performance indicators. We have so many things are there, guys. So what you have to learn, guys, learning Power BI is nothing but which visualization is used for what purpose. Why do you require a report view? Why do you require a data view? What is the purpose of the model view? So whenever we go to the insert, we are getting some options here. When you are going for modeling, what is this? You can see something like, apart from that, what is going to be the view menu options? Some kind of an optimization techniques are there. We'll see them, guys. What are going to be the optimization techniques we are going to be using them? Okay. And not only this, guys, there is one of the very important concept will be there. There is another tab will be there, guys. Just a minute. There is another tab is there, which is what we call it as transform data. When you click on the transform data, and we have a transform data button is there. Can you see, guys? Untitled Power BI desktop. Now from this Power BI desktop, guys, we are going to get something called as what we are going to call it as a Power Query. We are going to call it as a Power Query editor, guys. When I open this, we are going to be getting something called as Power Query editor. So many people will get confused with this, guys. The Power Query editor is one of the part of your Power BI desktop. Okay. If I close this, for example, if I close this, it is also part of your Power BI desktop only, guys. There are not an external tool. If I close this, it is not going to be closing the Power BI desktop. But if I close the Power BI desktop, guys, observe. When I close the Power BI desktop, guys, automatically your Power Query editor is also going to be removing, guys. It is closing that. Don't think that is a separate window, guys. That is not a separate window. That is also as a part of your that is also going to be part of your Power BI desktop itself. Okay, it is also part of your Power BI desktop, guys. How to get that? Simply, if you click on this option called as a transform data, we'll get a separate window. We are going to get it, guys. Just an example. I'll open data source settings, guys. Yes, it is opening, but it is not going to show you any much applications. Just it is also an external window it is opening, but this is different, guys. Can you see a transform data? So many options are there, guys. See, guys, so many options are going to be there. So as part of the Power BI desktop itself, we are going to get a one more window is there. That is nothing but what we are going to call it as, guys. It is what we call it as a Power Query editor. Simply, most of the people call it as an Power Query, guys. It's a Power Query editor. This is the main important window, guys. It's a main important part what we have to learn it. Why? Because whatever the data that is required, whatever the changes, because guys, every data may not be available readily for you. We don't require every, for example, guys, let us say that just an example I'm talking about on the 15th August 2008. 15th August, sorry, 2023. Let us say that what is a gold price? Just an example, the price of a gold, whatever it may be. Let us say that it is 55,000. On 16/08/2023, it is 56,000. Next, again on 17/8/2022 or 2023 only, it has been became, which is going to be 55,850. On 18/08/2023, 55,850 we said. Next, it has been became 55,000, let us say 400. Then again on 19/08/2023, let us say that it has become 55,700. And which is going to be something like 19th. It is going to be something like 08/20th, for example. 2023, let us say that it has been become again 55,000, which is going to be 400 or 300. Now our requirement is, I don't want to visualize. This is the data that was given to us. But my client is asking me, I don't want to know the price. I want to know the change. I want to know the change, guys. Compare with the previous day, how much change has been taken place. Change, it is going to be 55,000. Okay, let us say that it is taken as a 0. Next day, it has increased by 100. So it is going to be plus 100. Next, it is decreased by 150. So minus 150. It is decreased. Minus 150. It is decreased, guys. It is not increased. It is decreased. It is going to be, again, it is going to be from 852, which is going to be 400. It was decreased. So I think it is minus 350. After that, it has been increased by 300. So it is going to be plus 300 it is. Got the point? So then again, it has been decreased by minus 400. Now I want to show this difference, guys, not the actual price of the gold, how much change it has been taken place. So how it was increased, how it was decreased. But this data was not available for you guys. It is not available with you. They have given only the date and they given only the price. Now what we have to do, guys, we have to calculate the change, isn't it? We have to calculate the change, the difference between the previous value and the current value, the previous value and the current value, previous value and the current value, previous value and current value. We have to find the difference. So I'm talking about that. This data was not available inside the data set with us, but our requirement is to visualize this data, guys. So this data was not available readily. So what we have to do, we have to do some kind of a manipulation, guys. We have to do some kind of a manipulations. We have to do that. So manipulations means I have to generate some kind of a new columns we have to generate in, guys. That means we have given with only 2 columns, but I'm generating a new column called as a change. Sometimes we have to modify the columns. Existing columns only we have to modify, guys. Like for example, the date may be available like this, but I don't want the data format like this. I want to change into some different format. So we have to add some new columns, or we have to modify some existing columns, some new calculations, guys. So don't expect that every data that is required in your report is readily available in the CSV file, isn't it? So we have to get them, guys. Manually, we have to get them. So that is what a report developer has to do. Simply, if everything is available directly on that, if everything is going to be directly available on that, so there is no need to, there is no need of report developer. Directly client can develop his own reports. But what is the main role of a report developer is every data is not going to be available. Every data is going to be, every data is going to be not available, which is going to be available in your data sets. Then what we have to do, guys, which is going to be nothing but we have to derive that kind of a column. Sometimes we have to add up some new columns. Sometimes we have to modify the existing columns. Some kind of a modifications we have to do. So where do you do all these modifications, guys? By using this particular Power Query editor. So what you are going to do, guys, all the data modifications can be done by using this particular Power Query editor, guys. This is where the data modifications will be done. This is where the data visualization is going to be done. So all the data visualization is going to be done on the Power BI desktop. Now where all the modification to your data is going to be done is going to be done by a Power Query editor. See, mostly the options are going to be add columns, and we have an option called as in modify columns will be there, guys. Let me go to this particular Power Query editor, guys. Can you see? Can you see? So initially when start working with that, you will get confused with that, guys, where I am working with them. But lot of difference will be there, guys. Lot of difference is there. See the options, guys. The menu options in the Power BI desktop is different. The menu options in the Power Query editor is different. See, guys, transform is nothing but modify. What is the difference between transform and add columns, guys? Nothing is there. Modify means replace the existing column. It is going to be adding as a new column. See, transform and add column. Almost all options are same only, guys. With a small changes will be taken place. If you observe the menu options, you can see the difference in the applications. We can find it off, guys. So see, for example, in transform, I was there. Observe carefully. And one more thing, guys, these options are repeatedly we can see. For example, see this option, guys. Split columns option is there, guys. Let us say split columns. Observe carefully, guys. Split columns. Careful observe what I'm doing, guys. Now I was in home menu, guys. See there. Now I was in the home menu or in the home ribbon I was there. In home ribbon, you can find out the option called as in split columns. Currently it was not enabled because I didn't added any data. Go to the transform tab, guys. Again, there is an option called as in split column. Go to the add column, guys. Go to the add column, guys. So here it may not be available, but it is going to be. So some options are going to be available almost all here and there. You can see it very repeatedly. We can see, guys. So add columns is there. Here we are having something called as in merge columns are there. Something we can see the options what we can see. Here also see statistics, standard, scientific. Go to the transform. There also we have it, guys. Statistics, standard, and scientific. See there, the options are going to be there. So something like that, you will be having the options we are going to be having, guys. So same options, almost all it is going to be repeated. So you see merge queries are there. Same merge queries is going to be available here, guys, where we are going to be having the options are there. Merge queries. So merge columns are there. Add columns is there. So here also we can see something called as merge columns. Merge columns is there. Merge columns is there. In home menu also, we are going to be having something called as the merge, which is going to be queries are there. So what you are going to learn is, guys, we have to just learn these options. Why do you require this option? 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 Just we are going to study about these options only. Apart from that, nothing is there, guys. So what is this transpose stands for? What is reverse columns? What is going to be reverse rows? What is reverse columns? Whatever it may be, guys. What do you mean to say merge columns? Why do you say what is meaning of split column? There are so many options will be there in the split columns. What is meaning of fill? What is going to be pivot columns are there? What is going to be renaming? Renaming, it will rename, but what it will rename? So what is the date functionalities? What are the time functionalities? What are the duration functionalities? The first concept is, guys, we are going to study these concepts only, guys. First, we are going to study these concepts only. We are going to study. Whatever the changes you do to this, whatever the changes you do here, guys, those will be reflected in your Power BI desktop. Hope you understood what I'm saying. What are the changes you do here, guys? Only those changes are going to be reflected in the Power BI desktop. So what data that need to appear in the Power BI desktop is decided by this Power Query editor, guys. For example, here if I remove some columns, automatically that will be removed here also, guys. So what data you can see, what data you can use it in Power BI desktop. As I said that Power BI desktop is basically used to visualization. Now, based on what data you want to do the visualization, that is decided by this data tab. All the data appears here now. What data that has to appear here now, that is decided by the Power Query editor. So whatever the changes you do here, guys, that will be automatically reflected in the data tab of your Power BI desktop. So what you can view here, what we can view here, all that particular view is going to be decided by this Power Query editor. So all modifications and all these things we are going to do only with the help of the Power Query editor only we are going to be doing this. Okay, so first we directly don't start in the first day itself. We don't start with the visualizations, guys. We'll start with visualizations, but I don't start with a complex visualizations. First, I'll show you with a very small visualizations only I'm going to show you. Like maximum, I'm going to take a table. We'll take a table, guys, or we are going to take a card. Only these two options only we'll take initially, guys. We'll take only two visualizations, guys. Initially, we'll take a table. This is a table, guys. And one more is going to be nothing but card. Only these are the two options. We'll see them, guys. Only these two options only we'll see. It will take a lot of time, guys. First, we have to complete the Power Query editor. After that, we have to come to the data visualizations. After that, we are going to see something called as then DAX queries. We are going to work with them. I told you, no, all these are going to be very simple topics only. DAX queries are going to take some time. Data visualization is going to be taking some time, guys. Remaining all miscellaneous topics will take a very just a few days. It is going to take, guys, not more than that. Got it? So that is the one thing which we can talk about that. So we have to learn this one. Don't think that only these are the only visuals we have. A very few are there, guys, right? A very few are there. So do you have any more? Yes, we have so many are there, guys. So if we go for more visuals, then we can see, guys. I'll show you right now. I didn't log in. I didn't have an account. So right now it will ask you the email ID. Later I'll tell you. Once if you log in, I can show you the application, guys. Got it? So that is the one thing which we are going to be talking about this particular so-called as the look and feel appearance of which is going to be this particular what we are talking about, the Power BI desktop, guys. Got it? So that is the one which we can see as of this particular the so-called as the data visualization, the environment what we are going to be doing it, guys. Okay. So that's it. That is going to be the one which we can see. And that is going to be the idea of how we are going to be working with them, guys. Got it? So that's it, guys. Remaining things are going to be simple drag and drop options only, guys. We don't do any, I'm not saying that we don't use a keyboard, but maximum keyboard is not necessary, guys. Generally to give some names and all these things only we'll use a keyboard. But most of the options with help of only mouse. Only with the help of the mouse only we are going to do it, guys. Only with the help of the mouse. Beyond that, it is not going to be required, guys. See, guys? Okay. So just don't worry. I'm just showing the application. Just once if you select this, guys, because there is no data was there. Even if I try to select any option here, guys, you are getting, but there is no data was there, guys. See that? So this is going to be, see guys, how simple it is changing. This is a pie chart. Okay, if I select this, guys, automatically it will become a donut chart. It automatically modifies. We are not adding a new one. So if I want to modify a chart, no need to do anything, guys. Just if you select the option, automatically it will change, guys. This is a table. This is a matrix. This is R script. Do you want to write a R script? Do you want to write a Python script? You can write it here, guys. So this is a slicer. This is going to be a KPI. Something like this, guys. We are going to be having a different options. We have it. Okay. So later we'll see this, guys. We are going to be working with them. So it is going to be a lot of options we are going to be having. We can see with an application. This was a new one, guys. A card new was there. This is a new card was there. Previously, this is an old card. This is going to be something called as a card, which is going to be new, guys. Okay, slight difference I can find out, guys. In card, we are having only the fields we have. Here we are going to be having a new card where we have a data is there, as well as some kind of a tooltip is also there. But look and feel appearance is the same only, guys. See this? See this, guys. Can you find the difference, guys? On the left hand side is not changing, guys. On the left hand side, it was not changing. But if I select some other option, the view is changing, guys. Your view was changing, your whatever the object was changing. But when I selected this card, when you put a pointer on this, guys, you can see a card. This is going to be a new card. This card is a new, guys. Only the additional option was there, guys. But here we don't have that option is there. Okay. There one option. Here we have two options are there, guys. Here we have two options. Here we have only one option is there. This one. Got the point, guys. So that is the way how we can just work with this kind of a technique, what we are going to be working with them. That's it, guys. Okay. So that is going to be the one which we are going to be talking about. And that is the basic idea of how we are going to be working with them. Apart from that, nothing is going to be there, guys. Simple, easy, and we can work with an applications. That's it, guys. This is the way how we are going to be working with them. Okay. So we cannot do any plotting now, guys, because you can see very clearly, guys. Add the data to your report. Observe carefully, guys. Add the data to your report. Once loaded, your data will appear in the data pane. This one, guys. This is your data pane. This is your visualizations pane. We call it as tab or something like that. What we can say filters. What are the filters pane was there? Once if you add the data, then it will tell you. Then it is going to tell you, guys. It says that once you add the data, just for a small timing, guys, I'm not adding any data here. Just I'm adding some data, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some data we have been added, guys. Load. Just I'm just entering some data, guys. I'm entering some data, guys. See, guys, it is loading the data and it is going to be doing, guys. Done. See, I told you, no? So whatever the data that appears here will be decided by the Power Query editor. Close it, guys. Close it. Now observe carefully. As I said that now, see the menu option, guys. The option has been changed. Build the visuals with your data. Previously, it is saying that get your data. Now it is saying that build the visuals with your data. Select or drag the field from the data pane onto the report canvas. This is the place where we are going to visualize, guys. This is what we are going to call it as a canvas. This is what we call it as a canvas location, guys, where we are going to place all my data, whatever the data you require. Just an example, guys. This is my table. This is my data, guys. Just nothing is there. This is my data, guys. That's it. So what is the sum of the values? The sum of the values in the data set is, which is going to be nothing but sum. Don't summarize. I just want to see the data. See the data, guys. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. How simple it is. Just simple, guys. I'm not writing anything. Just to have a very small data, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see the data here, guys. I can see the data here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want to make any modifications? I want to multiply each value by 10. Then I can do the operation, guys. There we can say transform the data. We are having a transform the data. And there we can see something called as, which we can see as transform. Here, just an example. Don't worry. I want to do some multiplication, guys. So I want to do some multiplication. I want to multiply by 10 or 10.25. I want to multiply, guys. 10.14 I'm multiplying, guys. Click on OK. So I multiplied every number by 10.14. That's it, guys. Here I have to say save it, because unless and until I don't save it, observe the difference, guys. Observe the difference, guys. Observe the difference carefully, guys. And if I save it here, guys. Once if I save it here, guys, immediately you can see the changes here now. See, currently in my report, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. In my Power Query editor, we have 10.14, 20.28. Now I'm going to do something called as apply, guys. That's it, guys. No need to do anything, guys. It has been changed, but it has taken only the integer values it is taking. Don't worry. We'll see how to handle that particular application, guys. Currently, it has taken only integer values only it is showing you. See, 10.14, it is not showing you. Don't worry. We'll see them. There is some options are there. We can specify what values, how to get the values. All these things, we are going to be having the data, guys. Okay. So what data we require, what type of, which is going to be the data you require. All these options are going to be available here. According to that, we are going to be gets working with the data, guys. Where is that? Just a second. Totals, whatever the values you require, specific columns. Just a second, guys. Apply to header, apply to total, text colors. Yeah. Yeah. Can you see, guys? Value of the decimal places. I want to get how many decimal points I want to get in, guys. So I said, which is going to be 5 decimal points. Can you see? It is going to be 10.140000, 20.28000, 30.42000, 40.56000. What the point, guys? So this is how generally we are going to work with them. Very simple customization. No need to by heart any logics like a programming language. But how can you get an expert in that, guys? Practice. Don't think that just one time if you do the practice, you will automatically remember, guys. You have to just do some lot of practice on that. Exploration. Each and every option you have to explore. If I change this option, what will happen? If I select this option, what will happen? If I click here, what will happen? So everything we have to do some exploration, guys. Then only you can just get some idea about each and every option, and we'll be having a complete control on that this particular tool, guys. Okay. So this is about the introduction to our environment, guys. So tomorrow I'll start with the practical applications of the Power BI, guys. First, we'll start with how to import the data. Once tomorrow I'll show you some importing of data, guys, the different ways of importing. And after that, we'll start with the practical applications. Right, guys? Yeah. Anyone, guys? Any questions if you have? I can just clarify and I can go ahead. Yes. No, it's a class is from Monday to Saturday. Only generally for 1 or 2 weeks. We generally don't keep a session on the Saturday, but generally we'll be having 5 days a week. But 1 or 2 weeks, we don't have a Saturday's classes. Okay, right. Yes. Anyone, guys? Somebody? Yes, Harshvardhan, do you have any question? You unmuted yourself.
No, sir, I think I'm good.
Yeah, absolutely. Aniket. Yeah. So we have some SQL parties also there. So up to whatever the extent that SQL party is going to be there, I will be discussing about that. I'll discuss it. Some points are there. While discussing a specific concept, I'll explain the concepts. Okay. Fine. Right, guys. So yeah. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So just for today, I'll stop it here, guys. And we'll continue in the tomorrow's class, guys. And I think already my team has informed you guys. So already demos are already completed. So if you want to just continue the classes within a few days, guys, you will be having what we can say is you will be getting some paid. The link will change, guys. It will become a paid link only for the people who has been got registered. Only for those people only the link will be shared with you guys. So if anybody has not yet done the registration, if you want to take up the course, please complete your registration as soon as possible, guys. Okay. And you also get the access to the videos, materials, all these things also. You will be getting the access to them, guys, so that you can start your learning. Okay. So thanks for today, guys. We'll meet up in the tomorrow's class, guys. Thanks all of you, guys.